Welcome back. Currently on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, it is more of green indicators than red. As a matter of fact, the Ultra Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is currently up 0.36%. It has been largely positive so far, so good today. Now, just looking at those that are currently in the red, with possibility of even a reversal before the close of trading activities on the exchange today are NSE Consumer Goods, that is currently down 0.15%, NSE Lotus, that is currently down 0.21%, and NSE Oil and Gas, that is currently down 1.15%. That is the place, the only indicator or subsector that is seemingly showing major decline. NSE Pension is up 0.52%. We've got a lot to discuss on the in this segment. So I have with me Aruna Kebira, our friend from Global View Capital. Aruna, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. I'm very sure you know that there's love in the air. All right.
Yeah.
Where are you going to take your wife on Thursday?
We'll have a candle dinner at home.
Candle dinner? So you are such a Shylock husband who will not go and tantalize his wife.
Because what we can do outside, we can also do inside. These days, we try to cut costs. Like if I take her out, taking her out, that period could be perishable.
All right.
So if I conserve my phone and take her out and go about, I'm a broker. I trade on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. There are gifts I can give to her on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange that way. And we transcend deals.
You are making sense. Let me quickly say this. Back in days, I think I said it on the radio this morning, the very first lady I dated, you see, I'm not a womanizer, okay? But incidentally, it was not the very first lady I dated that I eventually got married to. So on a particular day, as the celebration of Valentine, she had expected that I would take her out. We were young, she was single, I was a bachelor, and I was working. I was not actually poor. I've been in the market many years earlier than that. And so she was expecting me to take her. No, I just brought a copy of transfer form and account opening form. I said, feel. She said, what nonsense is this? And that was what she said. I said, don't worry, and feel. I'm very sure if she has not sold, she will still be generating money, because you know the stock I gave her as a Valentine gift, it was FBNH. And it was the season, or shortly after, that FBN or First Bank then began to give bonus and good dividend. If she has not sold, I'm very sure she will still be generating income. Now, Aruna, this is the season of love. What are the qualities of stocks that you think that those of everybody that is watching now could give to their spouse or spouses during this love season?
You know what I heard you said during the intro is that perfume is perishable.
Very perishable.
Flour is perishable.
Within 24 hours.
If you make a mistake and go and buy a bad stock, that is also perishable.
Wow.
We are told the same line. So what I would advise is fundamentally strong stock that you know that has, just like you are talking of ABNH, I believe that because of the bonuses, the volume would have even increased, the unit would have even increased, and our portfolio would have grown by the bonuses that have been added. I think you look for stock that, as far as the person you are giving the gift to is holding it, there will be value, as it will be appreciating as the day goes by.
And you know what came to my mind as we're just talking now? If you go to buy good stocks for your spouse as a gift of love, anytime that the dividend comes and you receive the alert, I think the love will increase. Anytime you open the pages of newspaper and you get to see the price of that stock rising, I think that love should rise. And anytime the oracle comes on air and we begin to talk about that equity, I think you should remember what good thing your husband has done, or your date, or your spouse, or your boyfriend has done for you. So I think that is the best counsel, that the best financial advice that anybody can give to you at this point in time. I don't know, this is Nigeria's week of decision.
Yes. You know, we have been shouting it, we have been saying it, just like we have also shown that we have not actually seen a place that people are gathered and somebody is beheaded, and they said the APC that beheaded a PDP person. As a matter of fact,
what we have had was that people trooped in so much to the campaign venue, and then they got suffocated. Not that there were crises. That means the rate at which we are becoming politically conscious in Nigeria is becoming better.
Yes.
I think it's a matter of time we are going to become so mature, like in the case of America and in the case of UK, right?
I think we are going there.
Right.
And I heard that PMB said when it was in Lagos that it was just like a prayer. And you know, he's a very staunch Muslim, that he prayed that whoever God feels that is going to be better for the country should win. So it just therefore means that it's ready to concede if there is any chances of it being defeated. And I think what the market is waiting for, what the international community is waiting for, is just that concession. The moment there's a winner, the loser should concede, and everything will go smoothly.
The vice president was with you guys yesterday.
So he said his apology.
He couldn't make it.
Yes, he couldn't make it.
Okay, the fellow that came, what did the fellow say?
He told us, I think it's the Minister for Trade and Investment, Industry, Trade and Investment. They told us their minds of what they have done so far and what they are going to do in the next level. And that is how we can, CIS, the market, and the ministry can partner together to make sure that Nigeria can grow, two-digit growth, can achieve two-digit growth going forward.
All right. Having put this in consideration, believing that the election will come and go, and then the market will remain. So what, in a few minutes, what kind of stocks? We begin to look at some of them, those particularly those that are currently looking up now on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, which, I mean, those that we can see right now. I can see Capri gaining maximum 10%. Is there anything?
We have said it, that what we now have is a good market. In every good market, all stocks are good. But the only thing is that immediately after election, the market begin to look for fundamentals. Right. Every stock is going to rise. You look at MC Nichols and ABC. In fact, they topped the last week.
ABC was part of the highest gainer last week. And even the MC upper Nichols week too.
So when you continue to see stocks like that, you know that the market is generally good. But I know that they came to a level that people begin to talk about fundamental, especially maybe by Monday. And you know, definitely too, the market gained throughout last week. And what they're showing today now is likely, because you know, if you gain Monday, that means you can do 4 over 5 or 5 over 5 for the week, which means that we'll likely have another gain throughout the week. And by next week, people would like to take profit. And the profit will come more in those stocks that don't have fundamental, than the one that have fundamentals.
All right. Aruna, we're talking about those equities that have sound fundamentals. Let's just take the next 2 or 3 minutes before we round off this section. Just a few of them that we can still talk about.
You see, like what I normally say, you look back to determine going forward. If you look at the Q3, we talked about Transcorp the other day. I think I got a mix up. Do you know Transcorp already done 15 kobo plus? And they have given the best, the last dividend they gave was 2 kobo. So if pro rata, that means they can do 5 kobo per quarter. So if they still do another 5 kobo, that means they'll be able to return 20 kobo at the end of the year. And if their dividend payout is 50%, that means they can give 10 kobo. 2 kobo to 10 kobo will move that price of that stock up to 3 naira. And we already see movement in FCMB and Fidelity. Even at the price that they are trading now, I still believe that they are still cheap. because they are just getting out of where the market depressed them to.
So far, so good today. Fidelity has gained 6.94%, and then FCMB has gained 7.24%. I could see Guaranty as part of major gainer last week, growing by 14.69 at a price of 38
naira. I saw it that it will do over 39 naira if that is still what is available. At the time I was leaving the machine, Guaranty was doing 39.10.
Right, and so what can somebody still enter that stock?
As far as Guaranty, I've touched 57, and it's doing 39. There's a distance between 47 and 39 naira. But you don't really know as at their quarter 3, they already have 5 naira in it per share. So which means that what they are going to give can propel that price to go beyond the 39 naira that is doing for now.
Yeah, as we speak now, Guaranty is still selling at 39 naira per share. All right, I could see all these low-priced equities, but again, Dangote Flour was one of those equities that gained weight last week. It was up 18.1%. What are your expectations?
I think it was the market momentum that moved it there, because their outing in quarter 3 was not that fantastic. That is what the market is factoring into its pricing. If not, Dangote Flour wouldn't have been selling for 6 naira 85 kobo.
But today, the stock has still gained 1.45%, 6 naira 95 kobo, whereas it closed 6 naira 85 kobo on Friday, which means that the market is seeing something in this.
Yes, the only stock that have actually seen lose largely is Total. That is why the oil and gas index is down. But from the pricing that I saw, the offer and the bid, it's like it's going to close flat or even more than what it closed last Friday.
Yes, I can see Total leading the pack of percentage losers with a decline of 7.2% and selling at 205 naira. But again, you look at it, the next two equities that lost are low-priced equities, Union Diagnostics and Japan. Then you now see Honeywell. Okay, all these are still low-priced equities.
Honeywell was because of their last result. You know, as at quarter 3, last year they were doing 35 kobo. At their quarter 3, they said they are doing 1.8 kobo. That's from 35 kobo to, let's say, 2 kobo. That is why the market is pricing it that way.
All right, because we still have a lot to do. Haruna, what are your best takes for this week, the week of decision?
Yeah, in fact, somebody called me and said, if you don't buy this week, you will end up pursuing prices from the back. And this morning when I saw the market open, I watched Access at its rising, I watched UB at its going, I watched Zenith as it going, I watched Guaranty, including Diamond Bank. I watched the Diamond Bank open at 233. I saw it doing 240. It means that the market is up, and I think it's going to be up between now and Friday. Yeah, there could be profit taken next week, but the market largely will be up this week.
All right, thank you so much, Haruna Kebira. And, you know, it's our friend on this platform. I guess you should contact him for more information. We've got just a little time to stick together on this platform. So I hope to speak with you again next week by the grace of God. All right. Haruna Kebira will be back here by the grace of God with us next week, Monday. We're going to go on a very short break now, and when we will resume, we will be talking about one of those equities that are listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. You need to be a part of that discussion, so don't change this television channel.